This rotor is unique due to the fact that it has a bearing pressed in from the factory. Now this rotor fits 04 to 08 F-150 two-wheel drive, so you know you're going to see a lot of these in your shop. Now, we've been seeing a lot of failures, bearing failures on this particular application, so I want to point out some really critical installation points. This bearing is actually two tapered bearings opposing each other in a housing. When the spindle nut is tightened correctly, the bearings are preloaded to factory specs. Here's the one that we took apart to show you. Let's install the rotor on the spindle. The nut holding the rotor on is a one-time use, as you can see here, do not reuse. And this is by Ford, so you must use a new nut every time you take that rotor off. Okay, the bearing comes pre-lubed, no lubrication is necessary. The spindle just has to be clean. You really don't need to put any lube on there either. Using a new nut is just step one. Torquing it correctly is very critical also. Ford calls for 295 foot-pounds of torque on that nut. What that torque does is preload those bearings correctly. If you don't tighten this nut correctly by just maybe guessing at the torque or using your impact gun, I can almost guarantee you this truck will come back with a noise issue back to your shop. Remember, do it right the first time. You won't have to do it a second time.